Oh, hello. Okay. Hello, hello. Oh, we ended up in Roswell. Oh, okay. Let's visit. Oh, is it the middle of the night? Oh, well, it's only 4:12. Okay. Don't. We're gonna drive around Roswell until we start the convoy and until we get some light, so we take some pictures. Is that the theater? Oh yeah, the UFO gallery. What are the faces on the wall over there? Oh, they got those alien light posts. It's pretty cute. Tacos. Look at this. Oh. Recruitment agency. Alien headquarters. Maybe get some alien workers. Driving around Roswell here until it gets light enough to take some photos. Oh, I guess I could change the photo. Ouch! What's up with the backup here, guys? Come on, let's get moving. Got photos to take. Inspirational books, huh? Where's the UFO Center? Is that the UFO Center? That's down the street. I want to get a picture here first. The alien zone. Do. Oh, hola. Hola, sir. I be driving around Roswell. Taking photos. I had to drive it around until the sun came up. Had some light. How are you doing? Bum 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 bum. World's most happy cattle. You did pretty good? Oh, that's good to hear. Oh, there were. I missed it. I didn't check the announcements. Only thing I did was I checked to see if there was any updates to download. So the convoy is. I started the convoy. The password is UFO. This truck needs a better turning radius. Turns too wide. America's finest. There's an alien out here? Yeah, they did you mentioned the teaser for the buses. They have a fleshed out article for project coaches. Wait, Iceland. Ooh, nice. We can simulate, pretend that we're Freeman, or we could get Freeman to tell us some stories. Iceland will be quite a challenge. You know, that'd be yeah, be a lot of topography they can throw in there. Of course, how would they do they have ferries? Huh. That's a long way. Where does the Iceland ferry go to? With trucks on board. Plus, like, how many towns would they have in Iceland to deliver to? It would be small towns. Get Reykjavik, Akureyri. Probably do a village on the east coast. Selfell maybe on the south coast. Maybe one of the villages on the peninsula on the northwest. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some liquid here for my throat. Okay, here I am. All right. Hello chat. Hello everybody. I'm Prairie Pirate Yo, streaming on Twitch and YouTube. I can switch in OBS to YouTube chat. I can't. Really, I get some views there, but not much interaction. I'm doing okay. I switched to Allegra today, hoping that will shut down my cycle of postnasal drip and all that stuff. I get a lot of yeah. I've been dealing with allergies for 6 weeks. It's really old, so I'm hoping it's Allegra. My sister has a theory about what's causing my situation, and you look into that. Might be a stomach thing, but so I've been moving a lot of stuff. Hello,
Hello.
hello. I should tell everybody in chat Happy Father's Day if anybody's a father out there or does fatherly duties. Um, let's see. Oh, you posted that. Okay. Nice. Copy. Link.
I'm definitely excited for both of those updates.
Yeah, those are pretty cool updates. Bum bum bum. There's Corsi's view. Okay. Yeah, I spent part of the day with my dad. Father's Day. Kind of Father's Day kind of turned into 3 days. I took him out for well, I didn't take him out. We went out for Father's Day on Thursday. Um, went to a Jamaican place around the corner. It's our second visit because my father's been wanting to get some goat curry, and this time they had the goat curry, so he was happy with the goat curry. And he got some collard greens and some yams. I got the jerk catfish again. Not as good as the first time, mostly because I was like the unpleasant experience of dealing with little tiny bones. And as a vegetarian for most of my life, dealing with bones is not something I really want to deal with. But it was good. They were very friendly. I had to send my, well, she sent it back. The server sent it back because she told me, she goes, "Do you mind if there's oxtail gravy on your rice and beans?" I'm like, uh, I don't do red meat. So she brought me back a fresh batch. So then my father ended up in the hospital on Friday, and I visited him yesterday, visited him today, so he's hopefully getting out tomorrow. It's a cellulitis infection, skin infection around his knee. They were thinking he might have to get surgery, but it looks like they're managing the situation. Um, he's 93, so his skin is very delicate, and he falls down every once in a while. He has to get patched up. He keeps on ticking.
I hope you don't mind. I took the liberty of selecting a delivery for us.
Okay. Have you seen this? Have you seen this alien before?
Which one?
Over by the repair shop here in Roswell, the big cape.
I probably have.
That's pretty cute.
Did Roswell pretty thoroughly when last we.
Oh, we're gonna go to Texas. Okay, I was thinking today we could either go north or go to Texas.
I'm vibing Texas today.
Oh, Lubbock. I've been watching the Storm Chasers. Week and a half ago we're in Lubbock. A bunch of tornadoes there.
Ready to roll.
Bunch of tornadoes. Yeah, this allergy situation is like frustrating. I get like stuff in my lungs. It's like postnasal drip. Oh,
Definitely be frustrated.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's the cats. I think it's something outside. Maybe some pollen, a tree. Because I moved to a new neighborhood, so it might be something that I haven't encountered in a while.
Had a bit of a scary situation on Thursday.
Yeah?
I woke up coughing blood.
Oh.
Just had a overall bad day. Went to the doctor's. I threw up in the doctor's office.
Yeah?
No clue what that could have been. Seems to just be a one-off thing.
Huh.
Because I was fine before and I've been fine since.
Huh, weird. Yeah, I've only thrown up once from this situation, and that was at the theater night. I was doing okay, and then like watching the outdoor theater, School of Rock, the musical. But near the end of the first act, about an hour in, I just had a coughing fit, and I had to dash to the bathroom. And when I'm in public like that, I just get self-conscious, and I just cough and cough more and more. I was, yeah.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Threw up in the trash can a little bit.
Turn right.
My sister thinks that she has something like it. She has a lot more allergies than I do, but she says maybe it has to do with maybe it's a combo of GERD and postnasal drip. He says sometimes the postnasal drip is triggered by your stomach,
Get ready to turn right.
and you may not. I may not feel like GERD or acid reflux. Because I rarely get it, but maybe
Turn
there's a.
right.
It's triggering. It's like a feedback loop.
I mean, that's possible. I've been having issues with that a little bit more often. I need to follow up with the GI doctor.
Yeah,
It was a nice ride.
generally don't. I never eat late. I don't eat heavy. I don't. Yeah. So I don't. Also, I mean, I've also put on a bunch of weight this year, so I mean, I need to get back. trying to get back to that. I think I can. I can manage that a lot better now that I'm living on my own. My food situation is a little better. I went to a food pantry this week and got some stuff, and one of my high school friends helped me out. She's a personal chef and cook.
Okay, here we go.
So I got I got lots of cans of stuff there. I actually, before we head out, I'm gonna make myself a peanut butter bagel. So before we get all into convoy mode, hey, caffeinated Linux, how you doing?
Good evening, caffeinated Linux.
I'll be right back. Wait, are we taking some of those automated tractors? Oh, robot
Yes.
tractors.
They are, yes.
Okay. I scored some Jif peanut butter and chocolate from the food pantry. This stuff I don't understand. I don't understand why they didn't invent this sooner. Has this been around forever? It's like decadent. And I'm having it on a Hawaiian bagel. What do they call those rolls? The Hawaiian, what do they call them?
Oh, is it like just one of those like one of those sweet Hawaiian buns?
Yeah, but they have it. They Aldi has it in bagel, and it's like it's delicious. Yeah. So you could probably go
Yeah,
get.
it sounds really good.
You have an Aldi near you?
Yeah, one
Get ready
relatively
to turn
close.
right.
They
I don't
might.
go there.
They might have it.
Turn right.
I'd have to check it out.
There was a episode of the Wired magazine YouTube channel. They have an expert on. They call it like Wired's like blank support. And they had one on a new one recently. They had farming a farmer guy. And they were asking. He was answering questions. It's really interesting. Somebody asked like, how do you plow straight lines, or how do you do straight lines? I guess they had GPS stuff on the equipment these days. And these are like robot plows, remote control, autonomous, not autonomous, but programmable. Check the Aldi and Lawrence. Yeah, they got bagels and they got the Hawaiian ones. Yeah. You're gonna work on improving your diet once you move to your own apartment without roommates. Oh yeah, roommates may have a messy kitchen. That will really mess up your. That's my biggest pet peeve of roommates. Sometimes I'm sometimes I'm the one that's guilty, but um I moved out of the parents' house, and today was the last day um of us having access to the house. So I went over there, met up with my mom and his sister and the dog, and I picked up a few last things. I fit them in the car. Well, I was gonna leave them behind. I found some books. Whoa! I found a stash. I found like 5 books that I had stashed in a closet I had missed. But yeah, I love having my own kitchen, my own mess. I love being able to take a shower every day. I miss that. What is this over here? Some rocks? Whoa, watch out over there. Got a rock formation over there. Moving out of your current place, July 7th. Couch surfing for a couple weeks. Oh, July 20th. Oh, I hate, yeah. Being in transition like that always sucks. I'm currently moving stuff out of my storage unit, which I've had for 6 months. And I may renew it. It's just a matter of me finding work. I may just go get a smaller one because it's a 2-bedroom unit. I didn't even have it filled up. I didn't even have the entire floor filled up at all. I had a couple stacks of boxes. Mostly I was going through my zine collection, which I'm going through now. I'm going through the boxes and cataloging all the titles. So it's been an interesting road trip through 1990s punk rock magazines. I found a copy. I found number two of a copy of Maximum Rock and Roll's Book Your Own Fucking Life #2. That was an annual guide to punk rock and zines and all that stuff around the country, around the world actually. And so it was like I think the 1993 edition. They didn't have anything in nothing in Lawrence. Like the peeps in Lawrence must have been like oblivious. Well, Kansas City too. There's nothing in Kansas City. It was like the only like record labels and venues were like St. Louis, Columbia, and Warrensburg. Yeah, get a storage unit, but stay on top of the payments because they'll freeze your access if you get behind more than a week, and then they'll tack on like a fine. So I was in quite a pickle last week before last. I had a friend of mine down in Oklahoma bailed me out. Still trying to get back to work, but it's so frustrating. I had an interview last week at Lowe's. I'm like, I probably get a job there. They're hiring for a bunch of positions. And I've worked retail before. And I know their store pretty well. I've done handyman work. I've worked as a painter. I don't know, maybe my hair's too long. Look like a hippie. Maybe I look too old. Well, they don't care how old I am actually. I don't know. But I could apply at the other Lowe's in town. Maybe do Home Depot. I try to avoid Home Depot because they got bad politics. Your apartment has plenty of space? Oh, okay, good. I've been playing a lot of Power Wash Simulator this week. Kind of a very chill game. I was going to play No Man's Sky the other night, but I kind of like, well, I don't know if I want to stream.
Go straight on.
They've had an update there. I think Minecraft gets an update pretty soon too. Home Depot, Menards, or Ace? Yeah, Menards. I did DoorDash to Menards in South, like Olathe, or a couple, earlier this year, like back in March. I don't know if I've really been in a Menards since anytime lately. I probably went to Menards when I lived in Wisconsin back in the early '90s. I think of Menards as a Wisconsin chain. Same thing with Target. Target was a store we used to go to when I was a kid when we visited Milwaukee, and Kohl's too. Kohl's started off as a grocery store in Wisconsin. Minnesota, yeah, it was yeah, it was it was a northern U.S. chain. I'm not sure back in the '70s how extensive it was. Yeah, I like going to hardware stores. I mean, my favorite stores are bookstores, grocery stores, and then hardware stores. And part of that comes from like
Go straight on.
when I was in sculpture. Whoa! There's a really good hardware store in downtown Kansas City, caffeinated, called Harry Epstein's. It's down like in off of it's off of Broadway. It's like 11th and Broadway. But I'm not quite sure if it's still open or
Right.
not.
And then turn right.
I saw a story about it the other day, so they might still be there. Oh, I need to find a gas station. Um, I need to shut up and just around the corner. You went to Target Field?
Turn right.
Yeah, I went to Target a couple days ago. It was like a boycott of Target, but I'm like, I like the store.
I mean, it's hard. The way I look at it is, if I boycotted everywhere that I disagree with politically, I wouldn't have anywhere left to shop.
Well, yeah. My philosophy is pick your battles. I mean, I boycotted Domino's for decades because of their politics of their founder. Table grapes too. There was a table grape boycott back in the '80s and '90s. But Domino's was like I think that was the easy thing to boycott because there were alternatives. Oh, enter. I have to say, this chocolate peanut butter Hawaiian bagel's delicious.
Sounds good. You say that you had the chocolate and peanut butter. It's like mixed. It's kind of like
Yes.
Nutella. It's kind of like
Yes.
Nutella, but like
Yeah.
uh, wow.
I was like,
That's
I saw that in the bag. I'm like, who donated this? They probably think it's for the kids.
Okay. Let's
I don't
follow
eat a
the
lot.
route.
I don't eat a lot of peanut butter. Although I eat like peanut butter chocolate cups from Trader Joe's, my favorite dessert.
Get ready to turn left.
I don't really eat a lot of peanut butter sandwiches, but I've been eating them more often now because it's cheap.
Turn left.
I can like freeze the. I need a toaster. That's one thing I need. My roommate didn't even have a microwave. He was like I mean, I've been that guy. I was that guy like a couple years ago. No microwave. You learn how to do things without a microwave. It's very handy when you have radiators in your apartment because you can use them to thaw stuff. It's pretty funny. Set your whatever you want to thaw on top of that radiator, and wait a couple hours. Voila. Yeah, but chocolate peanut butter. This is good. I mean, I'm really weird. I I eat peanut butter sandwiches. I don't eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It seems kind of. I mean, I've had them more often, like in recent decades, but I just like. It sounded. It always felt weird to me, but once you have peanut butter jelly, like, oh yeah, this makes sense. I'm gonna make everybody hungry again.
Straight on.
We got a bunch of grain elevators here. Where are we at? Texas? Oklahoma? No.
I think this is right on the state line, pretty much.
Oh, Amarillo? Up that way? Yeah, we're
Go straight.
we're right in those towns that got hit by tornadoes a couple weeks ago. Barwell. Caffeinated says the most things you go to Target or Walmart, you just order on Amazon. For groceries, you prefer going to proper regular grocery. Hy-Vee, Dillon's, Checkers, Aldi, yeah.
Charles got me.
What got you?
Choo choo, Charles.
Oh,
The gate started coming down. I couldn't stop in time. The gate smashed me.
did you get some damage?
A little bit. At least I didn't, make it all the way to the tracks.
Go straight on.
The Merc co-op? Yeah, I mean, the Merc... I always like a Cafe Linux. I could talk about food co-ops for a while. When I lived in Lawrence back in the 80s, the Merc was in a building off of 9th Street, like just north of the stadium. No, it was between 6th and 9th Streets. And then, I think in the 90s
Go straight on.
they bought that the 9th and Iowa location. That used to be an IGA. I went to that store when it was an IGA, like a regular Kroger IGA type store. But yeah, I love a good food co-op. I used to go to food co-ops all the time in Madison, Wisconsin. They had 2 there. I've been to the Berkeley Bowl. That's quite a famous co-op. It's a big grocery store.
Keep left and then turn left.
Yeah, one of the cool things about food co-ops is some of them you can volunteer and get a discount, which can be very helpful if you're like a college student. Okay, I'm not gonna get stuck. I'm not gonna get hit by a train. Coruscant has sobered me up.
Choo choo, Charles coming out in full force today, it seems. A third time, one where both of us had to stop.
Yeah, so where is the train? Geez, taking your time. I got like the other day I was driving here and I had to stop suddenly because I was like the first one to a railroad crossing when a train came. That was a it was all coal, a big long coal train. Yeah, I can't think of any.
All right. It's very slow moving train, but it is a moving train.
Yeah, it is moving. I don't. I used to order more on Amazon, but I couldn't really do groceries there. I think I did like Whole Foods. Oh, Cafe and Lennox. You know what we got? You know what I discovered the other day? You're gonna make a pilgrimage now. I'm gonna force you to make a pilgrimage to Overland Park. So they put it last year. They opened a new Aldi over at 119th and Metcalf, where the used to be a Bed Bath and
Arrived at your destination.
used to be a Bed Bath Beyond
Is now
in a
finished.
Borders there. So Aldi opened up, and then Pan Asian Mart moved across the street because they were in the parking lot where the new Whole Foods moved to. So they moved across the street. So now there's a Pan Asian Mart there with a food court now next to the Aldi. And on the other side of the Aldi, in between the Aldi and the Old Navy store, is a new international Taiwanese bakery chain called 85 Degrees C. 85 Degree C. I got like a bunch of danishes and like a coconut puff, like a coconut croissant. Oh, it was really good. So the thing is, they have like 1,000 locations around the world, and this is the first one in Kansas City. And it was founded by this guy who was like, who went to like a fancy hotel and tried. He was like from Taiwan. He went to this fancy hotel and tried some bakeries. Like, why isn't this bakery stuff the quality bakery available for cheaper? So the idea is you go in there and they have fresh baked stuff like danishes, croissants, Asian desserts, and you can get coffee or tea. They have a big, huge tea menu. Yeah, I was impressed. It was like I got a big maple Danish for my mom for like $3. Lawrence is lacking a good Asian market. I'm kind of surprised. You think they'd have a what's that?
I would think that if anywhere in Kansas would have a good Asian market, it would be Lawrence.
You would think Lawrence, yeah. The thing is, like, I've discovered as a food critic here, Kansas City now, the Kansas City metro area has enough ethnic groceries here. It's like I don't miss the East Coast anymore, for the food choices. Because I can go to like 2 or 3 Ethiopian markets or like African markets. I can go to 4 or 5 Asian markets around town, Indian markets. They have some big international markets that have everything, like from everywhere. World Market has some stuff. All right, we are in Lubbock. outside of Lubbock. Should we go? Should we go south? San Antonio?
Yeah, somewhere Texas. Maybe you can do like some of these farm deliveries.
Are we closer to Lubbock or Amarillo? Lubbock.
Closer to Lubbock.
There's a lot of stuff from Lubbock to Lubbock. That's weird. Nothing south?
Stores. I'm looking for
Fort Worth, that's
interesting.
a Baylor. El Paso. Oh, we gotta go way to the southern border. Cattle equipment. Or take a cotton harvester to Dallas. Yeah, Dillon's and Checkers and Hy-Vee. I mean, they got a lot of stuff. I mean, Amazon. I'm like, I don't know if I have. I think I still I must have an account somewhere that pays for Prime because I have to pay for Prime to be a Twitch streamer. But I'm kind of pissed off at Amazon right now. I'm in the process of setting up a book selling account at Abe Books because Amazon would not let me turn my store back on. They rejected my driver's license, which is brand new. It's a real ID. What do you think? Horsey, what are we gonna do?
I don't know. The only problem with those cotton harvesters is that they're really heavy.
I know.
For our low-level trucks, they might not be the best choice.
Tractor.
Live cattle.
Let's do that.
Going over to Fort Worth.
Okay, that's fine. We can let them loose at the cattle sculpture that Moradim always points out. It's in downtown. I think it's Fort Worth. Or is that Dallas? The cattle drive sculpture. Wake up, Moradim.
Up from right here too, so it's got that nice little benefit too.
Oh, good. GG. Oh, is it nighttime? Oh, did I take it? Hold on. I don't know if I took it properly. No, I haven't taken it yet. Where's that going? I'm like north of Fort Worth, like on the border of Oklahoma. That's weird.
Yeah. It's going to a farm, so it's
Let's do this.
it's not going to be right in the city.
I guess I can probably buy a cheap truck after this.
Yeah, I'm almost at the point where I can afford that that full what do you call it? The full restoration of my
Let's go.
truck, which it needs. They're yelling at me at the way station.
Yeah,
Truck is not in perfect technical condition.
Here's some
Get
dogs.
ready to turn left. Turn left.
This game needs some coyotes. You need a coyote mod. Whoa. I shouldn't do that from above. Well, let's see what else is going on. I guess I watched a little bit of the U.S. Open today at the hospital with my dad. I don't think I've watched golf in a long time. I'm like, wait a minute, they have something that shows live, like the trajectory of the ball. That's kind of cool, but it's kind of like a game. I don't know. Can't we just wait until the player walks all the way or takes the cart and then gets mad about where it landed? And I don't know. I don't know. I've been following baseball, basketball a little bit. More the WNBA than anything else. Soccer, we won again.
Go straight on.
The women's team won. I don't know what the men's team is doing right now. The Chiefs players were all at the soccer game last night. Coach Reed was there. And of course, the big news last week was that Travis went to the Stanley Cup with Taylor. A little bit of Swifty news there. Game 4. I mean, in my humble opinion, the Stanley Cup is the best championship to watch. It's just always, I'm more on the edge of my seat watching random teams than I am watching one of my teams like in football or basketball or baseball. So Iceland, how many terminals do you think they'll put in Iceland? How many delivery towns do you think they can fit in there?
I think they can fit a
Go
decent
straight
amount.
on.
The problem isn't so much fitting them in; it's which ones do you select.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm really getting at, because a lot of them are really small.
Yeah.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Well, Reykjavik's got to be there.
Turn
I'm
left.
sure Akureyri's gonna be one
Yeah.
of them.
Maybe they'll do like one or two more towns near Reykjavik, Selfoss on the south. Maybe the fjords where Freeman's family lives up in the northeast. Something on the peninsula on the northwest side, I imagine.
Yeah, I think that's the Fjordur or something like that.
They should throw the Faroe Islands in just for the fun. fun of it. Where would they? You need to get Freeman in here and ask him where if they where the ferry where a truck coming from Europe would come from. Would it come from Denmark or somewhere else? England? Ireland?
That is a good question. I think in the in pro mods, that's the big app mod that the ETS and ATS players use to fill up their map.
Yeah.
Their ferry, I think they have a ferry going from the Faroe Islands to stop over at the Faroe Islands from I don't remember where it goes from there though.
What's the next?
We will see.
Of course, the next question is, will they put some active volcanoes in?
That would be nice. If you can actually see some lava flow. A cool little,
Yeah. Sorry.
I turned my head for a split second, and the next thing I knew,
I was stopped because I was like trying to deal with this road construction and sudden coughing spell.
I damaged my truck pretty badly on that hit.
What? What? How much?
I'm at 31%.
Whoa! I got like 3% damage. That ain't fair.
It was my front end ramming directly into your back end.
Oh, true.
I wasn't going too slow neither. Wait, actually.
Well, we don't get the glitch.
Oh, there's a viewpoint up here, and it's nighttime.
Oh.
That's.
It's a good excuse to turn on rest.
Yeah. Well, okay. What I'm gonna do is, the next, repair shop's in Wichita Falls. I'll have to stop there.
Whoa.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
My god, that's a really weird exit. What is this place? It's like a Texas rest stop?
Go straight on.
I am gonna trigger this viewpoint because...
Wait, did I go by it? Oh, you're right there. Wait, where is it?
It's down here somewhere.
Oh, I went by it. see if I can back. You trigger it. I'm just gonna go over here. Let's go by these dumpsters.
Great. Awesome. What the heck is this? This is the Silver Falls rest area. Can't really see anything because it's dark.
Supposed to come back on a nicer day.
Well, if you want to do the loop around to trigger it.
Huh? Oh, no. Pass.
Alright.
Save it for another trip. I mean, we'll be driving by again in the future, probably.
Alright, well, I'm ready to go. I'm not watching the whole thing because it's dark. I can't see anything.
Yeah, okay. Split, you're doing leftovers and doing dishes. Okay. Welcome back.
Silver Falls rest area.
Oh! There was a truck there. Oh, look at me. Normally I go to above view for the when I merge on, but I try to do it the different way this time. And there was a truck. Oh, minor damage.
Wow, my truck's malfunctioning here from that when I ran into the back of you.
Oh no, is it shutting down?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow, what to find a repair shop?
Yeah, I already marked it on my map. I'm stopping at the closest one. That's all the way in Wichita Falls.
That's gonna give you, set you back on your restoration efforts. Or does this count towards restoration?
It's gonna set me back because the restoration is a redo of the entire truck, pretty much.
Right. Making things you can have for leftover work lunches. Okay. What do you make for work? God, I haven't had to do that in a long time.
Go straight on.
God, it's been a long time. When I lived in Washington, D.C., I would take leftovers sometimes to work. The problem was, I lived in College Park, or even Arlington, and I guess when I lived in Arlington, I had more grocery stores, but I ate out so much. Because I often would go do something after work in town. And go to the bookstore, go to a meeting, or meet up with somebody for dinner. This Allegra is not drying me out.
Well, my driver brought in $4,000. That'll help offset the
Yeah, that's good.
My outfit notes vehicle malfunctions.
Spaghetti sauce. You use Ava Toppy? Oh, it microwaves better. Is that must be a special noodle? Okay. Yeah, I can see like
Go straight on.
yeah, that'd be something I could do. Like, yeah, make pasta, make a batch of pasta. Or make a bunch of batches of pasta and just take them. I could eat that for like several days.
Go straight on.
Different type of noodle. You don't like you don't. Oh, they. Oh, really? They didn't get dry at the ends. Interesting. Yeah. I like to do. I like to make penne most of the time, and then rotini. Like making pesto with penne, or my favorite guilty pleasure from my hippie student years is to make penne and put some butter on them, mix it together, and then add a lot of nutritional yeast. It's one of my guilty pleasures.
I'm a sucker for pasta that is the most unusual shape
Yeah.
that you can get. So whatever
Whoa, I hit something. Go ahead.
you you name it with the funky pasta shapes,
Yeah.
that is what I will do.
Huh. Yeah, I should.
Silly in the
Oh.
things that like kind of like they're shaped like roses.
Oh, really? Okay. I should try some of those. I like just regular spaghetti noodles, like the thick kind with like tomato sauce, because that kind of like a kind of a comfort food. I guess it kind of reminds me of having spaghetti growing up. So this trip is like our most damaged. It's like a old-fashioned glitch fest, convoy glitch fest.
I mean, that was my fault. I turned my head for 1 second. I came back. You were stopped. It's end of that.
You made a bean and onion soup on Thursday. Yeah, that would, yeah, bean soup would be good. Korean beef.
Also,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say. Also, I kind of wish it was daytime because I don't think I've ever been on this road.
Really? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we drove on the, like, over the last 2 years that, we drove at night. And I don't think a lot of it, we never came back.
There's just some roads that don't take very often unless you're starting and going to very specific spots.
Yeah.
Go straight on.
Cafe Lex likes regular spaghetti noodles the first round, yeah. Not for leftovers, okay. A Korean beef bowl, huh. I think for leftovers, I would do like did I take? I would do like just take leftovers of whatever I made for dinner sometimes. Pasta, stir fry. That's another thing I kind of like to do because you can make a big batch of like rice and sautéed vegetables, tofu, whatever. I know one thing I hated back in the
Keep right, and then turn right.
when I worked in downtown Washington D.C. I would
Turn right.
I'd get those like cup of noodles, like the vegetarian ones. Oh, I hate those things. The passion. That's like sad lunch.
I actually enjoy those cups of noodles
Go
more
straight
than
on.
I probably should.
Oh, I think yeah, I had like the vegetarian ones. I think like a regular cup of noodles probably would be. You love making a big batch of chili. I like chili, and I've said this on stream. I like chili as long as it's not frozen, because that triggers me as like my younger poverty years. But yeah, I haven't made chili in a while. I should do that. My mom loves chili. She makes some good chili.
Turn left.
Of course, she does the chili mac, and then she does all the big, too many kidney
Turn
beans. Chili's kind
All
of.
about beans.
You like the beans?
You know me, beans belong in chili.
Yes, they do.
Say that over and over again until Mara wakes up and feels compelled
Yeah,
to
we're
say
gonna.
the opposite, even though she is wrong.
You're gonna wake up Mordem there with that statement. I was watching. I've been watching. I've been watching paleontologizing a lot the past couple weeks because he's doing Twitch from out in the Wyoming, like out at a dinosaur dig.
Oh, nice.
So he's out in the field. Today he was he switched location, and he was hanging out with this woman who's a paleobotanist, and that was really interesting. But Danny is like a big vegetarian. He says he's like, if I get a sponsor, I want Taco Bell to sponsor me because I love Taco Bell because I can get all kinds of vegetarian stuff at Taco Bell. I'm like, that's all I've heard that. I haven't tried it, but.
I always wanted to try like a proper ramen place.
Oh, you would love it. Oh my god. I took the twins to Casey Craft Ramen back in December, and they were like, "Oh my god, this is the best food we've ever eaten." And they're really good. I had they usually get like the spicy ones that have like the pork in it. I get the vegan ones. They got 2 vegan varieties. Oh, they're so good. It's so good. Oh my god. Yeah, if you can find a ramen place, definitely. Because it's really fast service, and it's pretty cheap. Like, you can get a big bowl and have enough to take home for like $12 or $13.
Go straight on.
Sesame seed sprinkled on top. Oh, the Korean beef bowl. Fry up some beef with onion and garlic. Okay. Corn sauce, soy sauce, mirin, sesame oil, and gochujang sauce. I've heard about that sauce. I don't know much about it. Peppers, red chili, jalapeno, spring onion. Yeah, that sounds like a good. I mean, I don't eat meat, but
I don't know Korean cuisine either. Other thing that I really have to try.
yeah, they got like Korean barbecue, which I have not had. I like I like kimchi. I should get that more often. I used to get that for lunch in Washington D.C. This salad bar. Bibimbap is something you should try. And that's like a bowl of. It's like almost like a ramen bowl, but it's got all kinds of vegetables and noodles and a protein, and then you kind of mix it up. Like they'll put an egg over it. They'll put a fresh egg, and it's so hot. Everything is so hot. You can mix it together, and it'll cook the egg. You're not opposed to throwing in some vegetarian vegan recipes? KBBQ? Korean barbecue? Oh, you had the Joe's KC pizza from Minsky's? How was it? Daphne Linux is talking about the special pizza, the seasonal, I think burnt ends pizza.
Oh, very nice. That sounds delicious. This is my exit for the repair shop. You can keep going. I'll catch
Okay.
up.
Okay. It was good, not as good as in previous years, but you still enjoyed it. I'm sure that has a lot of fans at this point. Although I'm still kind of like on the fence about barbecue sauce and cheese.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
I got a rather weird protein. Well, I'm not really sure it's a protein, but I went to this food pantry last week. It's one where you draw. It's like Harvesters, one of their locations, and this place you drive up and they put stuff in your car. So they gave me like 2 bags of stuff, and they gave me a bunch of meat, which I regifted to some friends because I don't eat meat at all. It's all frozen. But one of the other fake meats was something called there's a brand called Meaty, which I think you get it from Sprouts. It's called a mycelium steak. It's like a mushroom steak. It looks like a mushroom. It's like formed like a mushroom, and you can grill it, or I sauteed it in a pan. It's basically it's like a mushroom steak, but it was chewy. It's really interesting. I'm like, this might make for a good burger. You did a Z-Man pizza instead of the regular Joe's KC pizza? Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about going to Joe's KC the other day as an alternative location in case the the Jamaican place didn't have any goat curry for my dad. If they didn't have anything, I was gonna take him to Korean barbecue or Thai barbecue or Joe's KC because I can get the Portobello Z-Man there. Get, get some fries. Or actually more
Well,
onion rings.
I lucked out. My insurance covered most of my repair costs,
Really?
so I only had to spend a little over $1,000.
Nice.
Stay left, then turn left. Turn left.
Well, the problem with eating peanut butter this late is it, you know, doesn't
Go
sit
straight on.
doesn't sit in your stomach that well. Which town is this?
That's a nice sunrise over there.
82? Oh yeah, look at that. That was 2 years ago?
Be right, and exit right. Exit right.
Yeah, I don't eat, since I don't eat meat, I can't really try a lot of the barbecue. I mean, I like the sauce. I guess I could try some of the fish. Maybe that's something I can explore. Why is it so bumpy all of a sudden? What is going on here? What is going on? It's all bumpy. Did I run over something? Look at this, my truck. Yeah, there's a Korean barbecue place called Chosun. I've been in there for DoorDash. But they basically they sit you down around these little grills. Your table has a grill, so
Keep left.
you actually
And then turn left.
they just have bibimbap. So I was like, I wanted to go there to get the go with
Turn
somebody who
left.
can. Oh, I turn left here.
Go straight.
Man, there were all these delivery drivers coming into the Jamaican restaurant. When I was the other day, I was like getting real jealous. I'm like, I want to go do some delivery.
Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left. Get ready to turn right.
I had today.
Turn right.
I picked up some guacamole and chips from this taqueria that I like, and I got a Nopalitos taco, so that's vegetarian.
Finally, we are here.
They load that thing up with a lot of stuff, so I have to like use chips to eat it or find a fork. Just trying to eat that at the hospital, and I had to take it home. I was like, ah.
Stay left, then turn left. Turn left.
Ooh, damage penalty. I lost $1,000. What?
Yeah, don't worry, I'll be losing it too. That's probably because I ran into the back of your truck.
Yeah.
And I damaged the cows.
Yeah, turned them into hamburger prematurely.
And I have some cargo damage myself, so I won't be escaping the damage penalty either.
Turn left.
Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta get some more liquid.
The good
Hydrate.
news is you're delivering right across the street from the Dream Burger.
Oh, good.
So
I go get it.
they don't have to go far.
Yeah, that's true. Meat can just go across the ground beef can go across the street.
Ready to turn left.
Can I buy a truck? Let's see. Maybe I can buy a truck. Oh, do I have to go visit? Oh, man. How many trucks do you have to buy before you can just order them online?
I think 3.
Bum, 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 bum. Truck dealers. Kenworth? Let me buy a Volvo. Maybe. Nah. Just 2 trucks? Boy, I have barely enough to get one. The day cab. Oh, I got my first driver in Los Angeles. Oh, no aliens out of Roswell? Where we at? We're at the Good Pastures, Good Farms,
In the Grand Pastures.
Grand Pastures, Jobs.
Texas.
Bum, bum.
So we're going to the parts of Texas I really want to go to.
There's nothing going south.
Yeah.
Dallas. One thing I see is like, why is everything going to McAllister? Laredo, a planter. To Laredo.
Yeah, Laredo is. It's a bit far. I was hoping to go a little bit like back southwest.
Yeah, maybe we can go into Arkansas. Or
Yes. Oh
Live-
yeah, I think there were a couple good Arkansas ones too.
Little Rock was live cattle. Little Rock.
I think I killed enough cows today.
You've killed enough cows. Okay.
I think after that incident, I don't trust myself with live cattle anymore.
Okay. We'll quote you on that. That'll be the summary of the stream. There's grain up Fayetteville.
Yeah, I see the grain to Fayetteville one. That might be it.
There's also a corn at Fort Smith.
Yeah.
Do grain or
I like the grain. It pays a little bit better.
okay? I'll do the grain.
That's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, pretty much.
Time to get the job done.
So grain it is.
Drive safe.
Well, I hear some of the cow. I hear some of the cows that survived our shipment.
over there.
Turn left.
Hey, here we go.
Gift a sub. Okay. Twitch.
Left.
I probably should get back into a league, a GeoGuessr. I've taken a couple weeks off.
Go straight on. Turn left.
Left.
Go straight on.
What is the, oh, F. Turn off the hazards.
Hey, you remember the K?
Straight.
Well, so it's middle of June already. I guess this week I'll probably be doing a bunch of art, and also doing my inventory. All my kind of going through my possessions, trying to organize stuff, seeing what I can purge, and just trying to walk some more, get back to some regular exercise. I feel like I've been like in limbo for the last 2 months.
Keep right, and then exit right.
But it does help to have access to a car.
Exit right.
I just need to get another car.
Exit right.
Oh, this is a weird intersection. Look at this weird configuration for a interchange. You ever seen this?
It's how they do it in Texas, apparently. They come on. The people who are already on the road have to yield to people who are coming onto the road. from the
Yeah.
highway.
Doesn't really make that much sense to me.
Keep left, and then turn left.
And they have a lot of frontage roads, which I guess this is the frontage road.
Turn
Stay
left.
Oh, they have a frontage road to the frontage road.
had to get off of the exit onto a frontage road, turn onto another frontage road just to get onto the highway.
Everything is up to date in Texas.
Keep left, and then exit left.
The only thing I like about Texas interchanges
Exit left.
is that they have the thing where you can the separate lane where you can turn around.
Yeah, that's underneath. Like, yeah, that's a good idea. We don't have. We have a few of those in Kansas City. Most notably, ever since the '80s, there's been one up by Worlds of Fun. But that was for like because they had to manage so much traffic getting off the highway going to the theme park.
Stay left. Then exit left.
Well, I'm looking forward to the point where we can
Exit left.
talk about and go through the New Jersey jugs, or what do they call them?
Jug handles, yeah.
Jug handles, yeah. You guys are like,
Reroute.
roundabouts? Who needs those? We got jug handles.
Well, it's the very simple concept of you're not allowed to make a left. You have to turn right and go around the jug handle to make a left.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I've seen that. It makes sense. We have like I've talked about. We have like a lot more roundabouts. We have like the crossovers, several places where like the overpass switches lanes, like switches sides.
Yeah.
That way they can maximize the amount of left turns or turns onto the highway. And some of those interchanges, it makes a hell of a lot of sense, because otherwise they used to just have people idling on the bridge, waiting for the turn signal.
Those interchanges are confusing at first, but they do make a lot of sense once you get over that initial confusion.
Yeah. I should bring up on screen the one of the more confusing interchanges out in south of Grandview on Interstate 49, over by the Chewy plant, the dog toy plant. It's like a bunch of like crossover and roundabout combinations. It's like
Stay left.
Keep left.
Stay left.
yeah, we got road construction. Something.
That is not.
Oh, it's a Final Destination crash.
Oh boy.
What little I know of that series, I know that that's from the first movie. Not my cup of tea.
Our cargo. I'm causing a gaper's block back here.
Gaper's block. Yeah, I was such a nerd as a teenager. I'd be in my room after school, listen to listen to Led Zeppelin or Pink Floyd, maybe. Reading my sci-fi, reading. Or I'd switch over to my other radio and listen to the news traffic station in Chicago just to see if I could get it. And I'd listen to the traffic reports about the Gaper's Block. Rubbernecking for everybody else.
Keep left.
Heading left.
Alistair discovered.
Go straight on.
Okie from Muskogee.
Go straight.
Oh, McAllister, yeah.
This is the one. This is the town with a well-commuted town with a lovely display of a missile
Oh, really?
defending our. That's what it says there.
Go straight on.
I saw some missiles yesterday, I guess. Both live and on display.
Go straight.
Oh,
Recompute.
That is not your exit.
no, I thought maybe there's some gas here, but there isn't.
Oh,
Keep left, and then exit left.
that's just a frontage road. Get right back on up here.
Yeah, it's
Exit
Texas.
left.
Oh, Oklahoma. Speeding violation, $400. Okay. I can handle that. I bought a truck already today. I'm lost. I'm from Kansas. I don't understand Oklahoma.
I don't think anybody
Keep left.
understands Oklahoma.
Though now I'm in,
I don't even think Oklahoma understands Oklahoma.
no, they don't. Well,
Keep
now
left.
I'm in Missouri right now. Kansas is about a half mile to my west. I spent the day going across, back and forth across the state line.
This is a nice river here.
Yeah, what is it?
Is that the South Canadian River?
Oh, the Canadian. Well, Oklahoma does have. I mean, the Thunder are in the playoffs. I mean, I used to root for them like I don't know, 8 or 10 years ago. So they were one of my teams at one time.
As a sports fan from a city with a long storied history of being unsuccessful at said sports,
Yeah.
I kind of a little bit salty when it comes to recent expansion teams
right,
having
and then exit
success.
right.
Yeah.
Stay right. Exit right.
Looking at you,
Exit
Thunder.
right.
Although I think I'm more, since I used to root for them, I kind of for Oklahoma, but also because I've never really liked the Pacers.
Well,
I think I liked the Pacers more when Reggie Miller played for them than when, like, Larry Bird played for them. Today I was watching the highlights of the Liberty, the Fever and the Liberty last night, the women's WNBA. Watching that was pretty. Did you hit something?
did not look like I hit something, but it certainly felt like I hit something.
I've had some mystery hits like that too.
Now I'm jackknifed and I'm over this fence and I probably can't get out of this.
Did some car knock you over there? Was it a glitch?
It must have been some kind of glitch.
Cat, are you responsible for this? No? Did you get towed?
Problem is, if I get towed, it's gonna cancel my delivery.
Can you uncouple and try to move it that way?
I can try. I'm gonna try to see if this fence ends further down here. Try to maneuver it that way. I don't know if it's gonna work. this.
That's like a low. That's like one of those low, like one of those median fences.
Yeah, if it wasn't for this fence, I would have no trouble. Yeah, I don't see an end to this fence either. Just keeps going the whole way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it comes down here by me.
Let me see if I can.
Okay. Ready to roll. Get the job done.
This is horrible.
What do you want, kitty? Frankie, what do you want, huh? Lap time? You help push the truck? Super purr?
It's-
Looks like you're closer.
Well, I'm moving slow, but I don't know if this fence is gonna end or if I'm gonna get stuck in there.
No, I think it keeps going all the way.
Oh, it looks like there's a solid median up there too, doesn't it? Can you go up a little further and see what this looks like up there?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it looks like it turns into a solid median up here,
That's not
up by
good.
this bridge. Surprised it doesn't have like a break in it for like, most highways have a place for the emergency vehicles to turn.
There's no way I'm gonna. Alright. I have one more idea.
Let's go.
I can push it so that it's all the way on the other side of the. I just don't want to lose this delivery.
Yeah, you could probably, if you could go the other way, there's a diamond interchange back there.
Yeah. Oh, come on, you doofuses. Let me do my thing. Oh, it's not going. Oh, the thing is stuck on the.
What?
I'm not gonna be able to do that either. It's straddled between the wheels and the.
Oh man, that's stuck pretty bad.
This is this is the worst.
Can you nudge it? Like, just... You're moving it a little bit?
I can't get the wheels through the divider.
Wow. Thank you, ATS, for the realism.
forfeit this, I think. I
Oh,
don't think
well.
there's a way out of it.
I'll have to go. I'll continue.
Alright, yeah, you go on.
Okay. Yeah, looks like you're stuck on there pretty solidly.
Yeah. Alright, I'll F7 and then,
Marine Highway M40? What?
that was so frustrating. Some kind of glitch just ruined my whole run there.
Yeah. Maybe hit a car, maybe it was a glitch. I had that weird glitch. I've seen a few glitches.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I didn't see anything that I hit. I was
Yeah.
just driving. I was in camp view. Now, when I stopped, there were like trucks. There was like a truck alongside me, and I don't know if one of those like flipped into me somehow.
Could have been a glitch. I mean, I had that weird thing earlier where I was in one lane and it was like very bumpy for no reason. That was really odd. You're in Spiro.
So you're going to Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Well, I can pick up this job, which is heading in that direction, and hopefully, at least then I'll be able to take back some of what I lost.
Oh, there was a gas station over there. God, I'm supposed to look for gas stations.
Well, I'm right behind you. And a bad run.
Well, we have those once in a while.
In ATS tonight. I get to at least finish on a high note.
Yeah.
And after that delivery, I was gonna be able to get my truck renovation, refurbishment, or whatever.
Yeah. Is there gas over here?
Finding a new route.
I guess not. Thought there was.
Go straight on.
Okay. Hello? Red light violation. Don't mind me. Hello, Mortem. How you doing?
Hi, Morodem.
We're in Arkansas. We've escaped Texas. It's been a rather weird night for our convoy. Corsi just got stuck on the median. He had to abandon his delivery, so he's right behind me.
Keep left.
I'm gonna pick up a delivery from here, like a real short one that's going to the same
Okay.
city that we're going to. This way, at least I'll get a little bit of money out of it, but it's not gonna be enough for my refurbishment now.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Then turn right.
Oh, and I get a Freightliner truck dealer discovered as well.
Oh, good. You're doing well. That's good to hear. I'm doing okay. Trying to get over these allergies. I switched to Allegra tonight, which is a 12-hour antihistamine. I've been struggling though with a lot of drainage, which might be a good sign. Maybe that ultimately I'll nip this allergy situation in the bud. It's getting old though. It's been 6 weeks. I spent a little bit of Father's Day with my dad. He's in the hospital, getting out tomorrow. So, and also got some stuff out of the old house. Today was the last day that we had access to the old house.
Keep right, and then exit right.
The family estate that the family has been at for 47 years.
Exit right.
Oh my god. Your dad was in the ER yesterday too? Yeah, my father was in the... My father, I went out for lunch with my dad on Thursday for Father's Day. We went to the Jamaican place and he got the goat curry he's been craving for a while, so he's very happy with the goat curry. And then on Friday, the nurse practitioner was visiting my mom, and then she went up to see my dad and evidently discovered that he had fallen and injured his leg, and there was an infection, something they call cellulitis. And so they put him in there, and it was kind of serious, but they got it under control, and it looks like they can get him out of the hospital tomorrow, probably. My father also has put on 10 pounds since moving to the retirement home, so he needs to watch his weight a little bit. Although I kind of agree with the nurse. The nurse is like, hey, just live it up. Just live it up. It doesn't matter. But yeah, his blood pressure is pretty high today. Cellulitis is very serious. Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah. You know, he's 93, so if he gets injured, even if he doesn't fall, he injures himself a lot, so he's always bandaged. But it's lucky that somebody escalated the situation.
Oh, come on. You're just gonna pace me?
What's going on?
I need to get over into the way station. There's a car in the lane that's
Oh, I had that too.
getting out of my way.
Mordem says at least Corsican wasn't stuck on those cement buttons that divided turn lanes in the 70s and before. Those monsters were awful.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Where's all this traffic coming from?
Well, you are in
Right.
the more developed parts of Arkansas here.
Guess so. It's
Portsmouth, Fayetteville, Bentonville area.
Turn left.
Yeah, I got a friend that lives in. I have a friend that lives in Bentonville.
Stay right and exit right.
She's a high school classmate and art teacher.
Exit right.
Bought me groceries a couple weeks ago from Walmart.
Turn right.
Let him live it up. He's not immortal and nearing his final years. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's gonna, putting on 10 pounds, doing he could probably eat a little better, but I mean, he should be able to, enjoy some fun things, right? My mom's apartment at the senior living place. She's really turned into a really nice little apartment. She's got all kinds of art on the wall. She's got her hat collection. I'm like, yeah, Mom, you should have done this years before. But now she's enjoying it, so.
Go straight on.
I've been moving my stuff out of my storage unit.
Stay right and exit right.
Oh, what the hell's going on up here? Everybody stopped, and I can't see why.
Go straight on.
Exit right. Turn left.
Well, you missed our usual food discussion, so
Go straight on.
we covered all the basics, including chili, as usual. I was telling
Keep right.
Caffeinated Linux
And then
and
turn right.
Coruscant for dinner tonight. I had
Turn right.
something I'll probably regret later. Peanut butter. I usually try to avoid peanut butter like at night. Peanut butter sandwich. But I didn't want to make anything because I had a taco and some guac this afternoon. But I made I got this
Left. And then turn left.
I got this jar of Jif peanut butter and chocolate from the food pantry
Turn
this
left.
week. And I'm like, wow, I'm sure they made this for kids, but this is delicious. And I had it on a Aldi has a
It's all over now.
they've got a bagel that's like the Hawaiian what's it called? The Hawaiian bun? It's got that flavor, whatever that flavor is, but in a bagel. And that was good tonight. The chocolate peanut butter. But I've been suffering through a lot of post-nasal drip, like more serious post-nasal drip tonight. I switched to Allegra, but hoping it's, I don't know. What, did you want to do another delivery?
Yeah, maybe a short one.
Okay. Why don't you pick a short one, and I'm going to go get some more liquid.
All right, well, I have to make it to the delivery point first.
Yeah, that's true.
Behind.
That's true. You got held up in traffic, too.
Stay right, then turn right. Stay left, then turn back. Turn left. All over now.
Well, looks like Coruscant is here. Let's see, jobs, external contracts. Bum, bum. Something short. We're in Fayetteville. Abilene, Texas is a popular destination for some reason. Well, Fayetteville's got a bunch of things. Well, that's a very short one. Hot Springs. That's still in Arkansas.
Let's see if I can.
World of Trucks with all the sexy cargo. Waste paper, empty pallets. Frozen fruits to Little Rock. Well, there's a 2-hour drive. Empty pallets to Los Angeles. There's a Longview, Texas. Pittsburgh, Kansas. Scaffolding. Or used packaging. It's not too long. $4,000. Borites? What the hell's that?
What?
Borites from Fayetteville to Roswell. Like borax? Think a yard truck. Springfield.
Oh, worries. That's.
Used packaging to Tulsa, that's not too far. Or glass racks. Moving containers to Tulsa. $900? No, no thanks.
It's not super long, and it's mostly along the one highway. I don't know.
All hail the mighty state. Yes. More of them, they're going to be adding Iceland to ETS. So we were talking about that earlier.
Here's a good one.
We can move.
Do this Western Star Trucks
Oh, okay.
down to Little Rock. It's pretty good pay for a relatively short journey. Knock on wood, hopefully you don't have any more issues.
That's a direct quote of our state anthem.
Time to hit the road.
Hey, man. Then turn left.
Dude. Oh, it transported me.
Yeah, it might have. It's actually a longer drive to
Time
pick
to
this
get
up
the
than I
job
thought
done.
it was. So, you got teleported closer to it, that's good.
Oh, yeah, I just got back up around the corner.
Ready to roll.
Now I see it. It would make sense that we'd be picking up trucks from a truck dealer. A piggyback ride.
Great.
Let's
cat, what do you need? You all need some attention? Kitties? Kitty cats? Well, I'll be ready for in just a minute. I need to find fuel. Oh, okay.
Right and turn right.
Oh, just go across the... Okay. Not too far. Mordem, I've been working on
Stay left.
the Kimball Museum. I did a little stream the other night, like an hour, less than an hour. I was good. I just felt like I wasn't feeling like streaming. I'm like, I want to do something else with my evening. I did working some more on that art museum, the Kimball.
Stay left.
Go straight on.
Yeah, I saw that you were. I figured you might be able. You might join me at some point because you were. I think you saw you were playing Minecraft, but you know
Right.
you may not have seen it going live, or
Exit right.
may have left the game turned on.
Stay right and turn right. Right.
You've been chopping down trees, entire forests.
Go straight.
I need to do that a little bit.
Go straight on.
Chopping down trees. Accidentally hit the space bar. Junction 49. Hey, we can go up to Kansas City.
Straight.
It would be nice if I didn't hit every single red light.
Yeah.
This rate you'll be in Little Rock by the time I've even picked up the delivery.
Yeah, probably. Although I'm going to this gas station first.
Um,
Fuel station.
Keep left and then turn left.
Your alphabet area was always
Turn
planned as a series of towns along a 3K road from Spawn north. Oh, you said you were working on that road. Yeah, I'll probably get back into the. I'll probably stream some more Minecraft this week or next. Probably go play some more there. I got to work on some off gaming stuff this week. I got to get some income coming in. I'm
Never mind.
working on
Now
art.
find a new
That's trying to get make some get started on
straight on.
all these paintings I've started. I've been procrastinating. I'm working from tutorials, so that part's easy. Although they're actually like, they're not, she doesn't narrate these particular tutorials. You just kind of have to follow along what she's doing. Where's the gasoline back there?
Hey, here we go.
It's difficult to be creative when your world is mud crash. Yeah, I've felt like I've been in limbo for 2 months now. Um, it feels weird to be able to drive again. So I can get some basic, I can do some basic things. I interviewed for a job at Lowe's. I was kind of hoping to pick up some part-time work there, but they declined me on Friday, so I guess I'll have to apply at the other Lowe's or Home Depot.
Keep left and then turn left.
A friend of mine has talked to me about possibly getting a used car and letting me borrow it and paying them some like a regular fee for using it. That way I can get it back to door dashing and then save up some money for like a good car. Is mid crash mid? Well, the metaphor is appropriate. Now, I haven't worked on any art in like 2 months. I was like, no, actually I have. I haven't painted in 2 months, but I have been doing the prep work for several paintings, so I have been working. I've put several hours into these paintings already. I'm just getting everything set up, and I'm digging out art supplies. I went to Michael's the other day. I was like thinking about buying some more yellow pigment, but then I'm like, nah, I can just.
Let's find a new route.
This one painting I'm working on, it's like a yellow flower.
Right,
I can
and then turn right.
just work with what I have.
Turn right.
Go straight.
I've been kind of like just narrowing. I've just been kind of like my
Go straight on.
my approach to life is like, take it one bite at a time, and I've taken care of some major situations, and I just wish my health was better right now, and I could. So I've got some food in the house, so that's a plus. I don't have to worry about that for a while. I paid up the car insurance. My phone. I need to come up with some money this week. All right.
Keep right and then turn right.
Talk to the sisters this weekend. I wasn't talking to them, so.
Turn right.
Alternator for the oldest daughter and a rent deposit for youngest daughter within 2 days. Oh, Memorial Day overtime. Well, that's good of you to. It's good of you to help them out like that.
Stay left, then turn left.
I like to, I'm like any adult. I like to be self-sufficient. I was independent of the parents for. I was independent and self-sufficient from the parents from the age of 19 until from the age of 19 through the age of 37. And then I was independent for a couple years after that. In the last 5 years, I've been somewhat dependent on the parents.
Keep left.
But now they are out of their house. They've sold the house. They closed on the house last week. Everything's moved out. They're in their new digs. Everybody else is settled somewhere. So, there is that. I don't have any major fires to put out. I just need, I need to get some income going. Oh, yeah. Well, that was a smart move. Yeah, that's an understandable shortfall there. Yeah, I think when I get back to work, I'm gonna set aside some money for emergency fund. I think I'm also gonna stock up on groceries and stuff too, like basics. A little glitchy there, action. A little glitch there, Horsey.
Oh, I don't want to hear that word.
Although it might just be on this. The thing is, my monitor is an old monitor. It's a nice one, but it gets. What I see as a glitch on my screen may not be what's happening on the stream. Yeah, well, I don't have to talk to him, so there's that. I think it's really fascinating. The book that I'm reading I've talked about the book by my late friend David Graeber,
Keep left.
about prehistory and the origin of a lot of civilization stuff. And I had a big laugh. I was reading this section where him and his co-author, another David, were talking about how it's been a constant through human history that family members often don't like to be around family members for most of their life. It's pretty common for people to like leave family and travel, get away from their home. And they're trying to make the point that people think that in prehistory people were pretty much settled like in a village and all that and didn't travel very much. And they're trying to point out that people around the world used to travel quite a bit. It's very common for people to leave the village and go to another town or another part, like, go across the continent. Oh, really? Oh, man. That's petty. wow. Well, I hope it works out the easy way. Feudalism and enslavement prevented free movement of individuals? Yeah. They're also making a very interesting point that contemporary humans contemporary humans are much more stuck in one place than our distant ancestors. Or even like a couple generations back. I mean, people really kind of stick close to home. Never move out of their city they grew up in. I mean, I find it very ironic that I am literally back in the neighborhood where I grew up in. I have lived, in different cities around the country, and here I am back like 5 blocks where I grew up. Like 5 blocks from where I grew up as a kid. I can walk down the street, be in the old neighborhood. I could walk down the street, go to the Thai restaurant, and one of the waitresses there will be a friend of my sister's who we grew up with. And I'm like, I'm like 3 miles from the hospital where my dad is at. I'm like 10 minutes down the highway from where my parents are at, their retirement home. I'm still about 4 miles from my middle sister now. Caffeinated, you lived in 3 different states growing up? 4 different cities and towns. Okay. Your cousin's husband could have earned lots of money as a carpenter if he could have moved to Dallas. Yeah. He was scared of 2 things. Texas highway overpasses and leaving his mom. Okay. Married with 2 children. Living on government assistance. He was underpaid. Yeah. Close ties to mom. Some people are like that. Caffeinated, you moved to Kansas when you're 21.
Keep right.
You've been here 12 years
and then
now?
Turn right.
Stay right and turn right.
Turn right.
Left.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make decisions on moving that are not easy to make, or people wonder why you don't make a decision. I mean, I could
Right, and then exit right.
I could move anywhere in the country and probably find work pretty easily, but I don't want to leave the kids. I mean, they're still in high school.
Keep left and then turn left.
We got to go to a musical last week.
Then turn left.
I picked up one of them from school, from
Turn
her
left.
internship. She got paid this week. Mommy was meddling and abusive. Yeah, that's like a sounds kind of codependent or something like that. I mean, so I think moms are like that to some extent. They like
Go
to,
straight on.
they want their kids around so they can see them.
Go straight.
My mom has certainly, leaned on me.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Mommy issues aside, those
Keep
Texas
right,
highway
and then
overpasses,
turn right.
as we saw earlier, they are legit.
Oh
Turn
yeah, we
right.
were talking about that really weird interchange with the highway over the Texas overpasses. How weird those were. Why did he not like Texas
Get
overpasses?
ready to turn left. Turn left.
Turn left. Turn left.
Get ready to turn right.
If it weren't so expensive, I wouldn't mind moving out
Turn
west.
right.
I thought about moving out west back in the '00s when I had first moved back to Kansas City from Washington D.C.
Turn right.
Didn't have any ties here yet, so I was still kind of like, I had been evicted from my apartment in Virginia, so the family.
We are finished.
Uh, I was really struggling and facing eviction, and I was being evicted. I went to court and everything. Back this was 2002. Um, a family said, "Why don't you move back to Kansas City?" I really, really, really didn't want to move back to Kansas City. I thought moving back to Kansas City was, moving back to
I'll find a new route.
Hickville. I still thought that Kansas City was kind of backward. Did I? Where am I supposed to park?
Probably right where I just parked.
I didn't finish the delivery. Okay, I gotta choose this. Okay. I was wondering what's going on there. Yeah, I was thinking about moving. I interviewed for a job out in San Francisco. I was flown out to. I was flown out to Emeryville, out by Oakland, for a library tech job. So I was actually actively looking at California, and this was still kind of back when things weren't super expensive. They were getting there, but it was like the start of the second wave of the .com bubble. Um, you love your kids, love being near. You'll support them moving away. Our overpasses were too tall. Interesting. Personally, you could confront fears that stood between me what was best for my family, but I've always been like that.
Here.
happening. It says Texas highways or something else.
Nice.
Once driving home from Texas, your mom was with you. You tried to stay awake. Really terrified of driving through Dallas. I've never. It's crazy. I-35 through east through Dallas is no joke. You'd rather drive I-35 east through St. Paul? You know, when I went up to the Twin Cities, when I drove up to the Twin Cities back in the late 80s, early 90s, I just remember it being pretty crazy. Kansas City traffic was not at that level back then, but now it is. My middle sister moved to Austin several years ago, and she said she shared that the traffic, the highways are pretty crazy, mostly because of all those frontage roads and all that stuff. You get. I think she shared that she got lost. Yeah, I think this was our last load, so I'm just gonna talk to you guys for a little while. But yeah, thank you, Corsi, for being with me tonight. It's more interesting than usual.
Yeah, you can say that. Oh, can I get my? I think I can get my.
Stacked highways, wow. You move to the Twin Cities? Yeah, I mean, I think that I could. I would probably put it up in my top 5 if I was moving to somewhere else in the Midwest. I just don't think I could handle the winter again, because Wisconsin winters were pretty harsh, and Minnesota's even colder and snowier. Central Tennessee? Yeah, I mean, I thought the area around Nashville was pretty. I don't remember too much. I drove there. I drove to Nashville like, it was like 20, maybe 25 years ago. Rural Texas is your most likely destination. Any state in the southeast, North Carolina. You like Sparta, okay. This is Sparta. Where is Sparta? Where is Sparta compared to Nashville? The nurse that was helping my dad today, he was, I think, from Atlanta. We were talking about Atlanta stuff today. I haven't really seen anything of North Carolina other than the airport, which is really odd because I lived on the East Coast. I lived in Virginia, so I never got down to, never been to South Carolina. Halfway between Nashville and Knoxville, okay. You'd like to move to the Pacific Northwest? Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I've been to Seattle. It's kind of rainy. Oregon looks like it could be kind of fun. A lot of trees. The weird thing about like the West Coast is that it's like it's so out of sync with like the rest of the U.S. when it comes to like TV and like sports. You get off work, you get out of something like at like 5 o'clock in California or Seattle, and it's like it's already evening on the East Coast, and basketball or football is like already going on. Or you think about going out to Charlotte? Yeah, I'd like to visit some of the more of the North Carolina. Char-
Charlotte is nice. I have in my uh, very few travels, Charlotte is a place that I have been.
You've been there.
So it is very nice there.
Yeah, I think probably in the southeast, I probably would pick North Carolina too. Yeah, I mean, I've lived in the southeast technically in Virginia, but that was so close to the Northern Virginia. It's like pretty much like it's pretty much Maryland. I like living in Maryland. I could live in Pennsylvania. New York, maybe, like even the city. Upstate New York's really pretty. Your friend out there lives close to Winston-Salem. You'd love to visit Asheville? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we make jokes about Asheville back years ago when I was more in the punk scene here in Kansas City. It's like there's always like a steady supply of people coming from going to Asheville or coming from Asheville to Kansas City. It's kind of like it's kind of like a hip college town like Lawrence, but in the mountains. I used to joke that any of the punk kids they move away from Asheville to get away from the Midwest. We're not going to let them come back. New Hampshire, Vermont. Vermont is very beautiful. I mean, I drove up to Vermont with some friends that's the longest drive I've ever done is from Washington D.C. to Vermont. It was such a long drive because I had to drive through Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York City, and then Connecticut to get all the way up there. I went up there for the Bread and Puppets Festival. They used to have that outside up in there on the farm. That was a really amazing experience of all the giant puppets. And then but it's like it's the mountains too. I'm like I live in I'm a Kansas. I'm a plains guy. I like my sky. You know, I like my sky. I like trees. But I like my farm fields, my sunsets. Island, I don't island. No way. When I went to Saint the Virgin Islands, I was like, first day, I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy. There's an ocean all around us. I'm like used to like living in Kansas City where you can drive for 12 hours and still be on land. All right, chat. I should probably hang things up so I can rest my voice. I've been coughing a lot. You probably haven't heard that much of it, but hopefully I can get over this one of these days. Okay, you were 12 years living in Louisville. I'm interested in Louisville because I've been to Louisville, and my one of my friends, one of my former coworkers or managers, one of my clients is from Louisville. So he dated my sister for years, so she's been to Louisville quite a bit. You know, very interesting town. You want to live somewhere with mountains? You know the thing about Washington D.C. If you go out on the west side of the D.C. metro area, you can see the mountains, and it's really, you're actually about an hour, less than 2 hours from the mountains. So, and you're also pretty close to the ocean. I think I would prefer to live near the mountains compared to the ocean. All right, chat. Corsi, I'm gonna close the convoy.
All right, sounds good.
Been good convoy with you again tonight. So have a good week.
Okay, thank you. You too. It was fun as always. Thank
Yeah.
you for having me.
Yeah. Take care. I also need to look at those updates that you posted. All right, chat. Good night. I will hopefully talk to you this week. Hope to do a stream. Get something Minecraft or No Man's Sky or something else. I think Minecraft has an update coming out soon, but I got a lot of stuff going on there, and No Man's Sky has had several things updated. Satisfactory got an update last week. They had their 1.1 update, so a bunch of stuff got upgraded on Satisfactory. It was like a big update. Okay, good night.